What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today I want to answer a question that I get asked a ton. That question being, do I look at severely overweight people differently now that I've lost 180 pounds? Now, I will be completely honest, the first time I was asked that question, my knee-jerk reaction was to answer with a no. No, I don't look at people differently. I look at everyone the same. I haven't changed at all after losing weight. But when I really think about it, and when I really think about the mindset that I had when I was 360 pounds, morbidly obese, versus the mindset that I have now after losing the weight and all of the, all of the things that I've been through, I think it would be kind of ridiculous and a little bit dumb for me to say that I don't look at people differently. And I know that might sound kind of harsh, and I hope that in this video I'm able to explain, how I look at people differently, and hopefully it's not the way that you would think that it would be, but I can't say that I look at people the exact same. I definitely look at just pretty much anyone differently, but especially morbidly obese people differently. Before I talk about the way that I look at people now after losing the weight, I think it makes sense for me to talk about my mindset and the way that I looked at people when I was morbidly obese. When I was overweight, I was definitely a lot more cynical when it came to weight loss, fitness, just people that were healthy in general. And I remember this is something that I used to do, and it's kind of embarrassing to say, but it's very much true. I would literally make it a point in my head to try and find out people that were heavier than I was. I would literally try and search out people that were bigger than me, because in some weird way, if I could find people that were bigger than me, it made me feel better about the size that I was. So I honestly was a lot more hyper aware of people that are overweight when I was overweight than I am now. I remember if I saw someone that was bigger than me, I would go up to my friends and tell them hey, if I ever get to that size, let me know, because then I'll have to lose some weight. And that literally, it just kind of made me feel better, and it made it so I could point out to my friends hey, I know that I'm big, but that person is bigger than me, so they have a bigger issue than I have, so I'm not really that big. If they're that much bigger than me, then I don't have that much of an issue. And the best example I can give you guys was actually the guy that lived right across the street from us. It was when I was in my band, and he was the guy that actually helped us record all of our music. He was probably around 500 pounds, right? And sadly, he's no longer with us, but that's literally the person that I would point at. I would tell my friends hey, if I ever get as big as this guy, let me know, because then I'll have to lose weight. Because in some weird way, it made me feel better seeing someone that was heavier than I was. And that's just a small example, and there's so many other things, but I would literally just go around and try and find people that were bigger than me. And another thing that I was very cynical about, again with the weight loss, was when I would see other people losing weight, or when I would see overweight people in the gym losing weight, I would almost get frustrated and annoyed, because I'm you're not really gonna lose the weight, you're not gonna keep the weight off, why are you wasting your time? The gym is for fit people, it's not for us, we need to stay out of there, it's all just fake. And I remember I would just get so upset, and I would be so cynical, because I was in this point in my life where I didn't think I could lose weight. So I was literally more annoyed with overweight people when I was overweight than I am now. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but honestly, when I'm really trying to think about the way that I thought about, seeing people that were my size, bigger than me, smaller than me, I was just always comparing myself and how heavy I was to everyone else around me. So then if we fast forward to, me starting to lose the weight, I remember once I actually started to see results, and I started to realize oh my gosh, I can finally lose the weight, I can actually do this. I remember I was so excited. I wanted to help everyone. I wanted to show everybody that you can lose weight. If I can do it, I can help anyone in the world. I just wanted to go out and literally just go out to people that were overweight and just shake them and be hey, I can help you. I can help you lose weight. I know I'm still overweight, but I'm losing weight. I've lost 60 pounds. I can help you. And I was just so excited about wanting to help everyone lose weight, but obviously that's not the best way to go about things. So fast forward to where we are now. Obviously that initial excitement has worn down. I'm not running up to anyone that I see that's overweight and trying to help them lose weight, because I feel that would be more annoying than anything. But I definitely don't walk around and look at people that are overweight and it doesn't disgust me. It's nothing like that. It's not I'm walking around trying to fix everybody, because I am fully aware that you have to 100% do this for yourself. So there's nothing that I can say to anybody to make them lose weight, unless they are at a point where they really want help and they really want to change, right? Then I can maybe have an effect. But if somebody is fine where they are, they're not really caring about changing their life or changing their weight or anything like that, there's nothing that I can say to make them change. But if there is somebody that has decided I really want to lose weight, but I don't really maybe know how to go about it, then I can maybe help change their life a little bit. And then the question arises if you like, you know, you're going out to eat with a bunch of friends and, you know, you order your meal and then you look over and you see someone that's, you know, severely overweight and they have this just huge mountain of food. Does that bother me, or do I kind of, am I like disgusted by that sight? And I will say I'm not definitely not disgusted, but it's more of like, I just wish that I could go over there and like talk to the person and help. But at the same time, like, that's not my job. It's not my job to judge someone. I don't know where they are in their life. I don't know what they've been through. I don't know what they're going through. So if somebody wants to eat a big meal, like, let them eat a big meal. I'm never gonna go up to somebody and stop them from eating. But it definitely, like, it's weird because, like, I don't want to say it saddens me because it's like I'm pitying this person that didn't ask for my pity. They probably don't care about what I think about them. They don't care about any of that, right? But I know for me personally, the way that I felt when I was as heavy as I was, I just felt so trapped. And if they feel that way, right? If they feel the same way I did, then I just want to help. But again, I don't know how everyone's feeling where they are in their life, so I can't make that judgment. I can't put that judgment on somebody. So like I said before, I was super cynical when I would see people that were overweight, when I was overweight in the gym trying to better their lives or trying to change their lives, right? I would just think to myself, like, they're wasting their time. They're not gonna be able to do what they're trying to do. But now, like, when I see someone in the gym that's overweight, that's trying to change their life, that's like, you know, working really, really hard to better their lives, I get so excited. Like, there's so many people at my local gym, my local 24-hour fitness that I go into almost every single day, that I stop and I talk to and I ask them, how's your diet going? How's everything going? Because, like, I'm excited. Like, I know how much my life has changed from losing the weight, and I know how much their life can change if they stick to it. So now, instead of being like cynical and being annoyed when I would see people in the gym, I get so excited. I'm just so happy to see people in the gym, you know, because for so many people, going to the gym is scary and like it's not something that you want to do. But like when I see people that are overweight that are trying to change their lives, and especially like it is such a cool thing seeing people that are overweight, right? And then months and months go by and you start to see them shrink and you start to see their confidence go up and it is just like the coolest thing. So like I could never say that I don't see people differently after losing the weight, but I don't think that it's a bad thing seeing people differently, if that makes any sense at all. Again, this is all just from my experience though, right? Like, I don't know how other people felt when they were losing weight or when they were overweight or all of that stuff. So I was actually like really, really interested when I thought about recording this video. So I actually went to Twitter and I asked you guys the same exact question that I'm answering right now. Side note, if you're not following me on Twitter, you definitely should. I will put my username right here. You should definitely follow me. So the question was, those of you that have lost a substantial amount of weight, do you look at others who are overweight differently now? Some of the responses I got were really, really cool, and again, like, it was really cool to hear other people's thoughts that have lost weight, because again, I only know what I know from my experience. I feel like you almost have to. It's probably cliche, but it's like getting out of captivity and wanting to go back and help everyone else leave too. I don't think I could relate to that tweet anymore. Like, that's exactly what I was saying, right? Like, I want to go and help as many people as possible, but like I said, I can't help someone unless they're willing to, you know, they want the help. So definitely relate to that one. Kind of in the same vein, but I look at them and I want to offer help, but I don't want to be that guy that just comes out of nowhere and offers it. I completely relate to that, especially because where I am now, if you don't know that I've lost weight, right, you probably would just see me in the gym and think, oh, that's just a guy that works out a lot. And then if I like went up to somebody that's overweight that didn't ask for my help, they don't know who I am, I get really kind of nervous and scared that I'm just gonna be that person that they're just gonna be like, don't talk to me, like I didn't ask for your help, and I definitely never want to do that. So completely understand where that tweet's coming from. This last one was interesting. So I do it when I'm in the gym working out. I see them and I hope they reach their goals like I did. So obviously I relate to all those tweets that I read, but pretty much all of the replies to my initial tweet were along the same vein. So it was really, really cool to know that there's other people that have lost a lot of weight that kind of feel almost exactly the way that I do. So I don't know, it's just kind of a nice feeling knowing that I'm not alone in the way that I feel. So there you guys go. That's how my view of overweight people has changed after losing 180 pounds. So with all of that said, I would love to hear what you guys think. If you've lost a lot of weight, what do you think about people that are overweight now? I would just love to hear your guys' stories. But again, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. There was one other thing that I wanted to say. Oh yeah, look how buff I am.
Obey the warning signs, and when there are flashing lights or wigwags, don't attempt to cross until they come to a complete stop.